Hello guys, and today I want to give you some insight to whether it is worth it or not to buy the Founders Pack. So what would the Founders Pack give you basically, right? If you don't already have a beta key for Smite Tactics, it will give you a beta key. So of course, if you're waiting for a long time and you still don't have a beta key and you want to get right into it, I mean, getting the Founders Pack will be really good for you so you can actually play the game. But if you already have a beta key, right, then is it really worth paying 20 US dollars for what it gives you? So let's go over on what it gives you exactly, right? So you're going to have 15 card packs, which is really good value for $20, assuming that, for like $5 or so, you get, you know, 200 runes who are around, I believe it's like 4 packs, something like that, right? But I do know for facts that for 3,500 runes, you can get 60 packs, right? So $50, 60 packs, which is not bad. And if we compare the closest to the founder pack, which is 1,500 runes, it should give you a little bit more than 15 packs, right? If I remember right, I may be wrong on that, but you get a lot more other stuff, right? So that's like the bonus, the 15 packs, compared to what you can get from it, right? These 15 packs are going to help you to get a head start of anybody else who doesn't buy the Founders Pack, but this will not mean that you will have better decks than your opponents that just started. Because when you start, you can just go and do follow YouTube, Twitter, or Twitch, and you get 1 free patch for each. Doing the campaigns when they're gonna be back in the game, it's gonna unlock you some favor also, so you can get packs. So you get around like what 7, 8 packs for free in the game, and they can have a better chance at you that you open like for example 22, 23 with your Founders Pack, and they still had better cards because they had more RNG, right? So it does give you more chances, but it doesn't mean you'll have for sure better cards than your opponent. But it will also give you the legendary card Anyo. So, that's basically a plus. You already have one more legendary card, and if you're starting the game, well, you don't have any of the legendaries cards for you. So it will help a lot your Greek deck, since Enyo is an auto-include in all of the Greek decks. So that's a plus, right? But maybe you're like, oh, I don't really like Greek, and I don't really want to play them, so I don't really care about Enyo, right? So then, what else do you get? You get a card back for the aesthetics of your card decks, right? So your opponent can see different card back. And you get a beta icon, a beta tester icon for your profile, which, it's nice and everything, but it's not going to give you anything unless you really want these things. And one of the biggest thing that it gives you, and that's why I was keeping it for last, is that it gives you 3 legendary leaders. So who are these leaders, right? You have Freya, which is in most cases, except in aggro decks, more reliable and consistent than Odin. So I prefer myself to play Freya over Odin because of that. You get Isis instead of Ra, but Isis is going to be changed in this week patch. So it's going to be really interesting to see if she's still really worth it to get or not. And you get Poseidon, which also is going to be changed. But the important thing here is that Poseidon is a melee leader, while Zeus is a range leader, which means that Poseidon really gives you another way to play the Greek pantheon, while Isis is also ranged just like Ra. It's not as unique as it is. Maybe it will with his new ability, going with Afterlife cards, so it synergizes much more with the Afterlife cards in the pantheon. But you get, right? So these 3 legendary leaders give you a whole new experience of the game, and you get all 3 of them with the Founders Pack itself for only 20 US bucks, right? So I'm not trying to sell anything for high-res or do anything or promote the Founders Pack. But I think, in my opinion, that if you want to have diversity in the game, you should having the Founders Pack's not gonna is a good investment, right? Though for newer players, if you didn't play Smite Tactics a lot, you will have a lot of diversity with already all the basic leaders, right? Nuwa, Bellona, Zeus, Ra, and Odin. That gives you a lot of diversity. But once you want to experience a little different stuff with pantheons themselves, then these 3 legendary leaders really help you out to do that. And it's really cool. So you can see it as basically buying half of the game for $20, right? If you think about it, though, if you already have some of these legendary leaders, well, you don't get as much as value from the Founders Pack, since you're just gonna have doubles of them, and then you can just uncraft them for dust, which is, you don't paying money for dust is not really what you want to. You want new stuff, right? So yeah, guys, I hope that this enlightens you a little bit more to see if you want the Smite Tactics Founder Pack or if you don't want it, right? Gives you a little more insight of what you get actually from it. And again, I hope that you learned some things for those of you who weren't sure if they want to buy it or not. And I'll see you soon.